Hello, friends. I welcome you all in this live session, and please let me know that am I audible or not properly. Okay, so this is the first thing. So if anybody is live right now, I can't see anyone. So please let me know am I audible or not, so that we can go ahead with your queries. Okay, so I can see right now there is one query to look at. So let us join by some more people if there are any, and then we will go ahead with the queries. And please let me know, am I audible? So I can currently see there are two viewers who have joined my session. So I welcome you all, and then we will discuss about the things, because the market right now is indeed very volatile. Hi Shiva, I'm fine. How are you? Am I audible or not? Please clarify this thing. So whether I'm audible or not. As I was telling you, there are lots of things which are happening across the globe, and things. Thank you, Shiva, for the confirmation. Yeah, we will wait for to join in, and meanwhile you can ask your query, so that we will see what's going on. Yeah, so you can ask your query. Yeah, so let us see what has happened. Meanwhile, let us check some important news, because now each and every day is indeed very, very important and interesting. And if you want me to answer in English or in Hindi, please do let me know. Hello, Rahul. How are you? So if you want me to answer in English, please let me know. If you want me to answer in Hindi, so type that as well. No issues. So so let us go through some of the important things which are happening, and which one should aware if you are indeed looking for the market next week, because these are the cash-rich companies who can make money irrespective of whatever is happening across the globe, and they know how to make money. I'm talking about Berkshire Hathaway. Recently, I mean yesterday only, we have the annual general meeting, and you actually need to go through all of this. I mean, some people may not understand if they are new in stock market, because sometimes they talk technicals, but there are lots of things which one should listen and talk about. mm, Shiva, if bull market is not for it's not at all for only 1 year. You have asked whether it will happen in 2023 or not. If you are talking or thinking about bull market, then you should understand that it may go on for at least 2 to 5 years. So if you have that time frame, then your perspective is will be right. And if you are talking about bull market, I mean, there is nothing called the I mean, what do you mean by bull market? If the stocks which you have bought are making money for you, so it's a big bull market for you, right? So it's not about how overall market is performing, it's rather how your stocks that you have purchased is performing. But as far as the overall trend is concerned, this is a year of consolidation as of now, because for the last 1.5 year we have seen a huge amount of consolidation that's been going on. But yeah, this is a year of consolidation. We will see how things pans out. But if you're looking at the overall trend, I have specifically talked about Nifty and all other markets. So yes, there are indeed some indications that one big move is still left before we can go for a big downside. When I'm talking about downside, I'm talking about a couple of years. Okay, but before that, we are indeed in a bull market. So it will. I mean, whether the index will move up or not, that's maybe a question. So there is no confirmation yet. Okay, so I can clearly see 6 viewers. So let me start taking question one by one. Please post your question so that I can answer it to my best possible extent. So the first one is ion exchange. So let me go through each one query from each and every person, because if you post 2 3 stocks at a single time, it may not be possible, because I should give at least a single try to each and every individual. So the first is ion exchange. So let us see what, and do let me know your time frame. Okay, if you simply ask ion exchange, because I generally go for the long term trend. So if you want me to analyze the long term chart, I will go for the long term chart. If you want me to go for the short term, I will do in the same manner. Otherwise, I'll go for the long term. Yeah, for ion exchange, you can clearly see a breakout. Okay, and the breakout happens above 3048. So overall, if ion exchange India continues to sustain above 3000, it is in an uptrend for now. So 3000 is the mark which one should look at. Okay, the next one is on Satluj Textiles. So let me check and go for Satluj Textiles. So if you're looking at Satluj Textiles, so it's in a correction, but rather looking at this, let me go to the weekly chart. Yeah, so this is what one can see. Now for Satluj Textiles, yes, I'm not going to talk about the results, but as far as the chart is concerned, there is one very important level which the stock must hold on. It may be a correction or consolidation, but Satluj Textile must continue to sustain above two very specific levels. So what do we have? We have 39.78 and we have 36.76. So an uptrend, or rather in this case this is a consolidation. This is not at all uptrend. There is a consolidation that's been going on, and the consolidation is happening in between 36 and 39 on the downside and 108 on the upside. So if Satluj Textiles continues to sustain above 36 and a half, then it is in a consolidation. But if Satluj Textiles falls below 36, then the downside starts again. So these two levels are the most important, 39 and 36. And if you are still looking for an upside, right now it's in a consolidation, as I told you, 36 on the downside and 108 on the upside. So this is what we have here as far as the price chart of Satluj Textiles is concerned. So please ask your query, because I was thinking that I'm doing this session after a very long time, so there may be lots of questions, but rather I think everybody has sorted out. That's why I don't have any questions. So please ask questions. Okay, meanwhile, let me show you some important or interesting data points. Okay, I have talked about it in my video. You can go for the US weekly market report released today. I've talked about it, but I will discuss about that. So Phenotex. See, I'll talk about the trend. Whether you want to hold it for 5 years, 10 years, that should be your decision. So Phenotex Chemical, it is one of those good stocks which has performed. I mean, if you have purchased it in 2016 and 17 till date, you would have made a lot of money, because I know the historical chart or historical pattern, and I mean, the trend is intact. We can clearly see the trend is intact. I specifically remember this as a 32 33 rupees stock. So I have been looking into this particular stock, and the stock has performed quite well. I mean, from 33 to 400 rupees, it's been quite a ride. Now, if you are looking at this particular chart, this is the price chart of Fineotex Chemical. So rather than talking about the time, I generally don't focus on the time, I focus on the trend. So if you are looking at the trend, what we can see is something like this. And if this is indeed the end of the correction, okay, so what we need to do over here is, while keeping our stop loss at 229, or rather the lower end of the range, which is 200, okay, so 229 and 200 are your support level, and if it performs, or if it started performing from here, then the immediate target will be 412 413, which will be your immediate target or immediate resistance or recent target. And once it sustains above 400, it may go up to 900, but obviously it will take time. I'm talking about next couple of years. So there is a complete shift in the momentum, but right now just focus on the current range. So on the downside we have 200, and on the upside we have 412 413, and only if the stock surpasses 413, then we can go for the big trend. So rather than thinking about the numbers, just wait for the stock to surpass 413. Vivek asked for Orient Abrasives. I can see 12 13 viewers. Please ask me your question, because I'm getting questions from I mean same sort of people, so you can also ask. It's free. I'm not going to charge anything. If somebody is ready to pay, yes, they are welcome. So yeah, Orient Abrasives. Now, abrasive stock, I mean, right now it is in a consolidation. You can clearly see a consolidation is going on as far as Orient Abrasive is concerned. If you want me to answer or take your query in Hindi, please let me know in the comment section, because this session is both for India as well as for the US or any other country participants. So I have to keep their queries as well. Right now you can clearly see a consolidation that's been going on in Orient Abrasives. So if you want to go big or go long, then wait for the stock to surpass 60 rupees, and if there is a breakout beyond 60 rupees, then the big uptrend will start. But even within the range, if it continues to sustain above 22, which it is right now, it may move up to the upper end of the range. But right now it's been in a consolidation in between 10.5 and 60 rupees. Okay. So next one is from Vijay Shah, Zensar. I think Zensar has actually performed quite well. Yeah, when the entire market was, I mean, the entire IT sector has been falling down, but Zensar, yes, you can clearly see it has performed comparatively well, and there is literally a down. We can call it as a trading up move that has started. So for Zensar Technologies, because it has corrected a lot, right now there is a trend reversal, and the stock may move up towards the upper end of the range right now. So if there is a breakout beyond the previous resistance or recent target, then we can go for the big swing. Right now the stock has taken its support near 200, and it has already made a range breakout, a small range breakout above 250. The next swing targets will happen in between 540 and 600 rupees. So this will be the next two big target, and if there is any further move beyond 603 or more, then one can go for the long term trend, but this will take a couple of months definitely. uh, okay, so apart from that, Sundaram breaks. I'm trying to take one question at one time, so please ask one question at a time. Don't go for two, three stocks or two, three question at a single time, so that I can, take others' query as well. So this is Sundaram break. It is also in a consolidation, and a big consolidation is going on for Sundaram breaks. So here is the range, and we can clearly see a consolidation that's been going on. So we can't go beyond the range. Okay, so we literally can't go beyond the range if you are looking at the price chart of Sundaram break linings. Right now it has taken support at 270, 274, and it may move towards, actually this is a range in between 750 and 830. A big price action will only start once the stock started trading beyond 830. Right now 270 on the downside and 770 and 825 on the upside. This is what we have here for Sundaram break lining. Okay, the next is Bodal Chemical. Okay, so I mean, these are stocks which has performed well over a period of time, and now they are taking a pause. So we need to do we need to wait rather. So for Bodal Chemicals, it's also in a consolidation, but I would say keep a strict stop loss at 55.79, and it may move towards 150 and towards 189. So right now it's also in a range. Okay, Karanjit asked for BAOS. So let us check about BAOS. Karanjit, please clarify it is Boshang Media Group, because this is what I'm getting as far as BAOS is concerned. If it is the correct stock or not, please let me know. Right now there is no doubt there is a bounce back. You can clearly see as far as BAOS is concerned, and make sure the stock is sustaining above 6.8, at least $6.5. Okay, if there is a sustainability at least above 6.5, the stock may swing up to 23 or even $27. But this is just a trading swing, so be very very disciplined. And if this stock falls below, I mean, $6.5, just stay out of it. Okay, this is just a trading swing that has started, and the market is very very volatile. So the moves, I don't believe in the moves which we have seen in the recent Friday, as far as most specifically in Dow Jones. Okay, so that is something which we need to understand. So Vijay Shah asked for Som Distillers. So for Som Distillers, sometimes, yeah, these are good stocks. These breweries and liquor stocks, these are good stocks, but you need to be very very patient, because these stocks won't perform in a shorter term time frame because of a number of things. But yes, over a period of time, in this case also, you can clearly see this is indeed a very good price pattern. So rather than using the BSE, I'm using the NSE chart, and there is a breakout which we can clearly see as far as Som Distillers is concerned. And what one can do, you can keep your stop loss at 160, and you can go for an upside. Okay, and it is for the long term. For confirmation, you can go and check the BSE chart, because it is not clear in my system. So there is a breakout in Som Distillers. Apart from that, what is your favorite? Vivek asked for my favorite micro and small cap. So there is no such list. Okay, I go for what I simply go for the strength. And when you're talking about chart, there are some things which we can see. I mean, depending upon the market conditions. So there is nothing called I have a list or not. And I mean, if I give you the list, obviously people started buying on this. I don't want to do that. So if you have something, so basically, what I can tell you on your question rather is the stocks which are not correcting in this volatile trend, or when the overall market is volatile, it is not going anywhere, and we have seen lots of stocks which are correcting, but the stocks which are not correcting and holding on to their levels, obviously it is on the upside. Those are the stocks which may perform well in the next upcoming cycle. Jay asked for Zenotech Labs, if I pronounce it correctly. So Zenotech Labs. Yeah. So Zenotech Labs is very interesting because this stock is actually on the verge of a breakout. So just wait for the stock to surpass and sustain above 68 rupees. Above 68, if it started trading above 68, it will be a breakout. So wait for the stock to sustain above 68 rupees, and then it will be a breakout, right? So this is what we can see. Okay, Rahul asked for Relaxo footwears. I think there is a lot that's going on in Relaxo because there are lots of investors I mean, big investor I'm talking about. The news, it's in a correction. It's literally in a correction. So don't be hurry right now. Right now the range for Relaxo is like this. Okay. And there is no point jumping onto this kind of stock right now. It is a good business, but how the stock is performing is the question. Right, the current range is in between 758 on the downside and 930 on the upside. But if this particular stock is in a correction, and if it started trading below 758, the downside will resume again. And just observe whether the stock is holding above 930 or not. It's not like it will go to 930 and start falling, or if it breaks above 930, whether it is sustaining or not. That's the big question. Karanjit, you have 2000 shares at 0.34. That's fine, but as I told you, so what? Why not just because 0.34? I mean, you are making a good amount of money, so why don't you just take out the principal amount? Okay, so sell some of the shares, at least recover the principal amount, and then leave the rest of the stock. If it works fine for you, or if the stock, as I told you, sustains above $6.50, then you can simply go for the targets which I have explained in the chart, but at least sell some of those shares so that you can take back your principal amount, right? Shiva, for your appreciation. I don't know why subscribers are less. I don't know about that, but since you are one of my or you are one of those who are actually valuing my content, so thanks to you. And if you people share the channel and share it with your friends or families, and those who are really serious and those who want to make long term money, so it might help me to grow the channel. But I literally don't know. I try to be straight and as serious as possible while talking, and while talking about money. And if you're really serious about money, I can say one thing, that I try my best to focus on that section. If somebody is indeed very serious to make long term money, they can actually use my channel as a tool, and my content will definitely help them. Otherwise, for I mean, couple of rupees here and there, or couple of dollars here and there. So I am not into that. I go for long term. I go for big trend, so that people can become rich. That's my take on that. Okay, Karanjit is talking about FFI. So let me. I thought you are. So for FFIE. Okay, this stock. I mean, let me tell you one thing, Karanjit. For FFI, please keep a very strict stop loss. It may work. It may work for you, but keep a stop loss at 0.16. Okay, it may go up to $1, but it looks like a double bottom kind of pattern formation happening. But you need to be very very cautious, because once one day market turns and things will fall apart. So please keep a very strict stop loss at 0.16 as far as FFI. Let me go through the rest of the things. Vivek asked for Indian acrylics. I'll try to find those who asked queries, and if you ask me, please ask one query at a time. That's why I'm saying, so that I try to take at least one query from each and every person, so that everybody feels justified. Because as a host, I can't be I have to be at least a good one for each and everybody. Not the best one, but at least a good one. So for Indian acrylics, it's in a consolidation in between 6 and 6.17 on the downside, and you can clearly see on the upside it is 23 or 24. So it's been consolidating in between the range, but please don't go below 6 rupees. Miss MR Rautani, he asked me about GTND. I think GTND, I talked about that stock in one of my videos. Yeah, GETD is the ticker symbol. This stock performed really well, what I can recall. Yes, but right now it is also in a consolidation, even though the price action is very big. But you can clearly see this stock is in a consolidation if you are looking at the long term chart. So even for GTND, if it continues to sustain above 122, it is now going towards 650 rupees or 600 in the upcoming months and years. So this is what we have here for GTND. Rane Madras. So let's go and check Rane Madras. Yeah, this is a good chart, because what we can clearly see is a swing, and in that sense this is a good chart. But the big upside will start once the stock surpasses its previous high. Right now, if you are looking for the next couple of months, so with a stop loss of 266, you can actually go for 1000 rupees. This is what your next big target is. So this is what do we have here. Indian Vivek asked, what is your view on the future of Indian? What is this STOVK market? I don't understand. Please clarify. What is Indian Stovok market? Is this stock market or Stovok market? Please, if this is a typo, let me know. Jay asked, I saw in your video there are textiles when it was near 100 has given you 100% return. Your, well, should I hold it for future? That is, see, I can't give any recommendation. I'm not a registered advisor or something, but what I can say is if the stock is holding on to its gain, there is no point taking your or close your position. If you are making money, why shouldn't you hold it? Okay, stock market. Indian stock market, obviously, if you want to be in stock market, then you have to believe that the stock market is good. Otherwise, there is no point holding on to the stock market. You cannot make money in the long term until and unless you believe in any market rather. And India is right now is shining. I need not to confirm that. Okay, right now is right now India is shining. So thank you, Karanjit, for your appreciation. Topecraft. Yeah, Vivek, I think I have answered your question. Topecraft is a good stock. Fundamentally, it's a good stock, but right now market is in no mood to give any credence to exponential valuation. So if you want to be in Topecraft, what we can see here is this is a very recent listing, and it is respecting its previous support. That's what we can see. So if the stock continue to sustain above $400, it may move higher, but please don't go below 400. So beg your pardon, 400 rupees, not dollars. So if it sustains above 400 rupees, then we can go for some upside. But if it falls or closes below 400 rupees, stay out from here. IEX. I think it goes in a big correction right now, Indian Energy Exchange, and yeah, it has already seen a big correction. So if you're looking at the price chart of Indian Energy Exchange, what one should do here is keep a very strict stop loss at 150 rupees. If it continue to sustain above 150 rupees, then let it go as long as it wants to. Okay, so 150 rupees will be the immediate or okay. This is a new one. I don't know whether I know this Toyam Sports or not. Toyam Industries. See if this is this share you are asking. Jay, if you are asking about this particular share, Toyam Industries listed in BSE, I would tell you one thing: stay out from these kind of stocks. Okay, why? It's not about the stock has performed quite well. I mean, from the lows of 2019, it has given you 1800%, and even right now, it is giving you 1000%. I mean, for the sake of your safety, you can use 6 rupees as your stop loss, but please stay out from this kind of stock, because this stock is either moving up or down. If you get caught wrong, then it would be a big problem for you. Once the downside has started, you cannot move out from this kind of stock. So please stay out. If you don't know the risk, or if you cannot understand, or if you cannot handle the risk, that's where the problem lies. There is nothing called Toyam Exports. There is Toyam Industries, which I have talked about, Jay. Okay, Rahul asked for cams. Please ask your questions. If I am getting repetitive questions, there is no point. Try to solve as many queries as possible. This is the price chart of CAMS share. Computer age management. Maybe for CAMS, maybe this particular share is good, but the sector is going through a bad phase. And for CAMS, please keep a very strict stop loss. Yeah, we are. Please keep a very strict stop loss at 2049 or 2000 rupees for the safe side. Don't go below 2000, otherwise a further downside will start. A 40-50% of downside will also start below 2000 rupees. So please stay out. That's why I'm telling you, Jay. Please stay out from this kind of stock if you don't understand how to deal with this circuit moves. Tinku Dinkar on Chennai Petrol. So for Chennai Petroleum, I think this stock is a good one, petrochemical stock. But right now it is in a consolidation, which we can clearly see. And let the consolidation over. Let's wait for the breakout. It is in a consolidation. There is some up move. So right now, if the stock sustains above 187 or more, or 188, it may move towards 500 rupees, but it will be a resistance. The big breakout happens above 500 rupees. So right now it is actually moving towards 500 rupees, but let us see. If it is sustaining above 500 or 510, then a big move will start. Okay, a breakout. See, I have talked about GTND, but let me just reply if I can. So for if you want me to make a video on GTND, Mr. Emar Rautani, so let me tell you one thing, that on-demand analysis is a paid service. So I try to find or make video on those stocks which comes into my screener based on certain parameters. But if you want a specific video, then obviously it will be a paid. Yeah, Manish asked me for Gujarat Gas. So I think is this a single one or not? I don't know. So for Gujarat Gas, okay, the spelling is not correct. Guja. Yeah, so for Gujarat Gas, it is actually in a correction mode. Okay, so what we need to do, trading below 405 or less, then you will see a further downside. So it's in a downside right now. Or if you are looking for the near term range, okay, this is Texmo pipe or Texmo pipe. Let me go for the Texmo pipe. So very limited amount of data, and one thing is good in Texmo pipe, and that is the range breakout. So what one can do here is keep your stop loss above this level. So this is the range, this is the resistance above which the breakout happens. So 40 rupees. And if Texmo 5 continues to trade above 40 rupees, then you can go for the at least for the immediate target or the recent resistance of 100 or 101. Then HFCL. HFCL is in a consolidation. You can clearly see, and I would say this is a very good consolidation, because HFCL has, I mean, technically it has already made a breakout after 23 years, and it's been consolidating after the breakout. So technically it is a very strong indication that the price chart after making a breakout on time. So if it continues to sustain above 49, the trend is intact, and once the stock started trading above 105, you will see a new momentum. Right now it is a consolidation, but this is a very positive consolidation. Okay, I think I have talked about Rane Madras Industries. Industries, I think most of the correction is over, but for the safer side, if the stock sustains above 254, then over a period of time it may go towards the previous high. So 254 is your support and stop loss. Then Sarla Performance. For Sarla Performance, let us see whether it is performing or not. Yeah, this is a good chart. This is a good chart, but let's wait for the stock to sustain above 84. Let the breakout happen. You will see a big momentum afterwards. And right now, if you are looking at the current price action, keep your stop loss at 31 rupees. Sir, will you uploaded this live? Yes, Jay, this will be, you can watch it on my channel. It has performed well, but it looks like there is a fatigue in this particular chart. So let the stock consolidate, let it take its own time. And if you want to go, or if you want to go for an uptrend, let the stock started sustaining above 1140 or 1150. If it started trading above 1150, then the uptrend resumes again. Right now there is a consolidation or correction that's been going on. Okay, so I think I have this is all the queries are solved now, and I think I have